Hi all, welcome aboard Marji Bee. It's a relatively short video this time, but this is going to show you the process of Marji Bee being craned out for the winter. There is a small caveat here in that some of the footage like this was actually taken the year before, but I didn't manage to get too much footage this year, so I've snuck it in to complete the picture. But in essence, what is happening there is the crane gets itself into position next to the lifting dock, and when it's there, the team set about bringing the strops around underneath each boat as it arrives. And it's then lifted out and swung into position. We all get there probably the weekend before or the day before and get all of our props and chocks ready so that everything goes smoothly on the day. But Marji Bee was, I think we were 8th or 9th boat out in the morning. So once the boat started lifting, we headed to our mooring just above the lock to get Marji Bee ready and start to bring her down for her crane out time. And we did arrive in perfect time, because as we came out the lock, this was Wizard just being craned out ahead of us, and we took our position on the dock as Wizard was being dropped onto her chocks and blocks. And then the well-oiled machine that is the crane out team started working to get Marji Bee ready to be lifted. Now, despite us being at the crane out the previous year and helping out and doing whatever we could to help, essentially, this was the first time that we had craned Marji Bee out. So I was a little bit nervous, because it's all very well watching other people's boats swinging around, but when it's yours, it just adds another little level of trepidation. But we were certainly in good hands and everything went smoothly. We'd prepared the blocks for her to rest her keel on in advance, and all of the props were ready around the outside for the team to pick up and steady Marji Bee for her winter layup. And while I didn't get a close-up of this happening for Marji Bee, this is what the team do when a boat arrives at its spot. They're making sure that the keel is well supported evenly all the way along, and that the props that go and steady the hull either side are nice and sturdy, but you don't want to over tighten them. They're just to all the weight is actually really taken by the props underneath, or the blocks underneath the keel. The ones at the side are really to just steady her. You don't want to lift the boat up on those. But these guys know exactly what they're doing, and it's worth mentioning that the team that do this are all members of the Swan Radcott Cruiser Club, people that own boats, love boats, know everything about boats. So they're the right people to have doing a job like this. They know exactly what they're doing, and it fills me with confidence that Marji Bee's in good hands when these guys are bustling around getting her ready for the winter. And I mentioned that these guys are from the Swan Radcott Cruiser Club, but this whole crane out is arranged by the Swan Radcott Cruiser Club. So if you are on the Upper Thames and you are looking for somewhere to crane out for the winter, then please look up the club on the internet and look at joining, because it's a great group of people to be part of. And once the hard hat crew had done their piece and moved on to the next boat, we were safe to get our ladder out and get into Marji Bee and start doing the last bit of decommissioning, make sure everything was secure, and get a tarpaulin over her for the winter. And the crane out process lasted right through the afternoon too, with I think it was around 30 boats craned out all in all, and all safely laid up for the winter out of the main flow of the River Thames, and available to do odds and bobs jobs on the hull while they're up on the blocks, and re-anti-foul and all of that fun before the season starts again in the spring. And as I edit this, we're only about 3.5 weeks away from craning back in again. This winter seems to have gone far too quickly. So we do have some jobs to do. We're going to be up there in a couple of weeks to start the anti-fouling process and give her a nice clean and maybe even a polish before she gets back in the water for another season of enjoying the Thames. Now, as anyone that keeps a boat on the Thames will know, the Thames floods, and it floods a good one on the Upper Thames, I can assure you. And this field that we are craned out into has been underwater, and the water has been underneath Marji Bee's keel to the point that I think it was just about starting to touch it, but she was nice and safe, and all the boats were safe heading into the crane in a few weeks' time. So a massive thanks to the Swan Radcott Cruiser Club for arranging everything with this crane out and storage for the winter. It's a great service to provide, and it is at a very reasonable price as well. So as I said before, if you're on the Upper Thames and you want to be craned out, then do take a look at the website and consider joining. But for now, that's it from us, and we will see you again. I don't know how soon, because I think the next video will probably be us craning in and having our first trip of the season. So we look forward to seeing you very soon.